There's a phrase that we have heard a lot in our life that really drives me crazy. The phrase is, "It's too good to be true." Now, in some cases, that is a good thing to know. It's good to have it in a few situations. It's good to have it if someone is coming up to you and they're saying something, but you know that there's some kind of manipulation or fine print you don't know about it, or they actually secretly want something from you. Those are the situations where, yeah, like, that's good to know that quote. But it's really dangerous if that becomes the way you see everything. Then you start to actually believe that things that are effortless, things that are freeing, things that are expansive and aren't you necessarily straining against the grain, must be a problem. So we end up actually believing if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So we actually look for things that aren't good. We train ourselves to make life harder. We train ourselves to actually think that, unless I feel miserable, I'm not living. Sometimes we think that it's not a productive day unless we feel absolutely exhausted and we went against the grain. Well, that can be the case sometimes, but also sometimes when you're going against the grain, that means you're going against what your heart wants. That means you're going against, you. Sometimes we stay in situations like relationships that just aren't for us. And we think, well, it's too good to be true, the idea that there's a much better aligned relationship for me or whatever. So immediately I'm going to disqualify anything good. Sometimes we just sabotage incredible opportunities. So you could have someone come up to you and hand you $100 bill, and a lot of people in this country would immediately think, I'm going to pass on it. What does this person want from me? In fact, they've done studies. I've seen videos where people just went up to people and go, I want to give you this. And the first thing they go, what's the catch? And they stop themselves from receiving. Now, how many other things are we not receiving, even not from other people? Like just connecting to yourself. Man, the truth is really, really good. And sometimes I think, it's too good to be false. There's no way that this thing that I'm doing is false, because it's just so easy. It's so effortless. It makes sense in my entire body. It brings so much to the world, right? Or what would the opposite thing be? It's too bad to be true. Like you're so miserable in the situation that there must be something better. There must be an other way that you can't see. So I often think that, not even thinking that sentence, but just knowing in my body, it's too bad to be true. This can't be the truth. In other words, I've had things happen in my life, or for instance, people that used to work on my team that I just didn't feel aligned with. They're like, this is too bad to be the easiest thing. And then I let go of those things that didn't align for me, and then the company took off faster. Sometimes that sign that this isn't working is a sign. Sometimes that exhaustion, sometimes that feedback that you're not getting along with this person, or, the business isn't growing, or whatever it is a sign that it's too good to be false, or it's too bad to be true. There's no way this is true. So sometimes you feeling love with yourself is so freaking easy that your mind almost goes crazy. It's so easy. It just requires you to sit for a while in silence. It just requires you to love yourself. That's how easy it is. Now, if you think it's too good to be true, you're going to sabotage the effortlessness of that and try to find something that's straining and hard so your ego can feel like it accomplished something. But if you undo this belief that it's too good to be true, which not only is just a diminishing sentence in so many situations, it's just something to say that makes people really think that life is really painful. And a lot of times they look for painful so that their ego isn't wrong. It's not only that diminishing sentence, but it's also factually incorrect. It's not true in a lot of cases that it's too good to be true. That's not true. Because there are examples, if you need proof of it, of people that are creating that are doing something, that are falling in love, first with themselves and then bringing an incredible relationship into the world. That doesn't mean, you're not going to have to work. That doesn't mean you're not going to have to whatever. But there are examples of effortlessness. There are examples of ease. And I really believe that because it's really deep in my nervous system, that it's too good to be true is not true, that it's too bad to be true is true. Life has become more effortless for me, and I only say that to encourage you to think that way a little bit. To think maybe it's too bad to be true. Maybe this story that I have to be miserable my whole life, that I've learned because it's too good to be true is so in my psyche, is a lie. And maybe I should open up to the idea that life can sometimes be more effortless than I thought. I know there's people in tough situations, and I know in some cases there's people in situations that can't help their situations, and I really have love for that, and I know nothing about what that's like, and I absolutely am in total support and understanding of that. But the people that aren't, the people that do get to have choices, if you understand that you can bring ease to what you're doing, then we can also not only make our life better, but help those other people. And when we start to move from a place of ease and creativity and bliss and freedom, and then help other people get into that, life can become more and more effortless. And then we can help the people that are in really bad areas and stranded and in situations that suck. In fact, it's our job to take in that idea. If you're able to do this, if you have the internet, if you're able to do something with your life, take in the idea that maybe if you're feeling strained, that it's also partly because it's too bad to be true. And if you go, wait, what am I moving against the grain? What am I moving against my heart doing? What is unnecessary? What am I storing unnecessarily? Why am I sabotaging myself? Why am I, eating 9,000 donuts a week? And why am I filling a garage full of crap that I don't need anymore? That's because I'm trying to sabotage, and it's too bad to be true. So make it's too bad to be true, and go, maybe life could be more effortless. Maybe I can do something that I want to do. And when you do that, you'll realize that life can also be more effortless than you thought.